He stands before you with his hands in his pocket. Can you get rid of that dangling lanyard you've got there? It's distracting, yeah. Communicating respect non-verbally. Finding friendly eyes near the front and the center. Say your name. Feel the love. Start your speech.
Hi everybody, my name is Gabe.
Hi Gabe.
So a very well-known woman once said, "I'm all about that bass, no trouble." Well, I'm here today to talk about something that came out recently. It's called the overweight movement or the fat acceptance movement. And my father's been preaching about it for a while. He works for the Center for Disease Control and the World Health Organization. And at first I kind of thought he was just being very aggressive and mean to, be discriminatory to overweight people. But after looking at some statistics, I began to see that he's still aggressive and hostile, but that he was actually right in this sense. So I want to talk to you about rejecting the overweight movement. Now, it's important to you and to everyone because after you see the statistics, you're going to see that not only has heart disease, obesity, and portion size in the United States increased dramatically in the last century, but that the rate of exercise and the rate of health has also declined. So I'm going to start off by giving you two reasons. So first off, I want to talk to you about as our friend Gary said, the obesity rate in the United States has reached over 70% in some countries in some states, according to Time Magazine. And what's more, it's not really our fault exactly, because you see portion size, that's the portion of a meal you buy at McDonald's, fast food, has risen dramatically in the last 20 years. In fact, according to restaurants.com, yes, there's actually a place called restaurants.com, the average portion size of a hamburger has risen 23% in the last 20 years. A Tex-Mex restaurant entry has risen 27%, and the soda portion size has risen 52%. That's only in the last 20 years. So if you think about just getting a meal at McDonald's or wherever it is you eat, Chick-fil-A, the portion size has just increased dramatically year by year. The second reason I want to talk to you about this is because the rate of exercise has also decreased dramatically. So according to CBS News, over 85% of adults don't get the recommended time of exercise per week. Now, the American Heart Organization says that about 30 minutes of moderate exercise 5 times a week and 20 minutes of more rigorous exercise 3 times a week is the average. But even this is already going too far because most Americans don't get the bare minimum amount of exercise. Now, I'm not saying that we should go around fat shaming people, we should go around telling girls that a size 0 is the only acceptable size. I'm saying that people need to diet to eat healthy and exercise and achieve their healthy form, because when I say obese, I don't mean that somebody looks fat, somebody's slow. It means that they are medically obese for their weight and their size. So I want to give you 3 concrete things that you can do to reject what has become known as the overweight movement. So the first one is watch your portion size. Now this is actually one of the easiest things you can do. When you go out to eat, you can order a smaller portion of a drink, an entree, whatever it might be. I didn't really notice how bad it was in the United States because I spent my childhood in the United States and then I spent my teenage years in Asia and Australia, and then I came back after being 19 or so to the United States. And what I realized is an extra large in Thailand or the Philippines is actually about as big, if not smaller, than a small cup here. So if you're thinking about that in terms of Coca-Cola or whatever it is that you're drinking, that's just a humongous difference. Another thing I want you to do is to encourage your friends and yourself to just lead a healthier lifestyle. Now again, that doesn't mean fat shaming, that doesn't mean telling people not to eat, but just to prioritize being healthy and to prioritize eating right, which I think can go a long way. And then finally, I want you to exercise more regularly. Now that doesn't mean going on a 5K every morning, but something as simple as taking the stairs instead of the elevator, walking to class instead of Ubering to class, which happens way too much, and not ordering delivery, going to walk to wherever you're going to go. Little things like that can make a big difference and can increase the amount of calories you burn that day, which is increasing the amount of food that you burn for that day. So, in summary, I've shared with you 3 reasons why I think you should reject the overweight acceptance movement, and I've given you 3 concrete actions that you can take. So there should be no doubt in this room that living a healthier lifestyle and exercising more regularly is going to provide a lot of benefits. And I'm not all about that base. I'm all about that health. Yeah.
Okay, great. Somewhere here, yes.
Hi, my name is Nellie.
Hi, Nellie.
Gabe, I think that your speech was very well structured. It came off very well. You obviously have a natural presence up there. Everything flowed very well, and I think it was overall a really good speech.
Thank you.
Yes, please.
Hi, I'm Samara.
Hi, Samara.
So I thought your speech was done really well. I can't really think of anything specific to center on, but I just really can't.
Okay, well, thank you, Samara, for trying. Get you in the picture. Gabe, thank you for going last. All about the bass. You got a good laugh and an illusion that your audience recognized and could relate to. You wanted your audience to reject the acceptance of it's okay to be fat movement. I don't know how widespread it is, but I guess it's out there. I've heard of it, so I guess it's out there. Melissa McCarthy, I know, is pretty popular right now. I don't know if she's leading it, but in any case, you set this up and you gave us two reasons and some actions and benefits, although you skipped over the benefits. Now, on the significance statement, you told us about how much weight America has gained and how big the problem has become. I wouldn't have minded, you had a rather long bibliography, I wouldn't have minded if you had cited some of your statistics right in there. That would have been a bonus. What was this time?
4:45.
Oh.
Yeah, see, 4:45, and you're supposed to go 7, so you were, and the other thing is you had stories in it. Just to get ahead of my story a little bit, you had stories in here about your friends and your family, and we didn't get to hear those stories very much, and those would have really enhanced the speech. On your main body, your first support was Time Magazine, no date, and you said that America is flirting with 70% obesity rate in certain cities, and that was a high number. And then you gave the alarming statistic about food portions, and 25% larger, and the sodas are 50% larger. What I needed at the end of that was, I think this is outrageous. This is ridiculous. Remember that I feel, and and you kind of gave a story about, I traveled abroad, this was not quite the same, so that was okay. Then on your second reason why you wanted them to reject the overweight acceptance movement, and I guess I just had to accept on face that there is such a movement, and it's big, and it's growing, and it's a problem, but, and then here you cited your evidence that Americans don't exercise enough, and I accept all that, and that was good evidence. And then here you had stories in your outline of your cousins, and that they don't do any exercising, but we didn't get to hear those stories, and you had plenty of time, and that would have been good. On your points of concrete actions, they were consistent with your persuasive intent, and you skipped over the benefits that you will get, and that's the Monroe motivated sequence, right? You get problem, solution, specific concrete actions they can take, and then the benefits. That's what all the research suggests is the most selling way to persuade an audience. Conclusion and tie back was fine. Good bibliography. Was this your kid? What were your goals?
I think it's on the last page. One of them was not to talk as fast, which I kind of failed. That's why I went under time because when I talk normal, I guess it would have been 5 minutes. Not to distract with walking and not to use too many gestures because I talk with my hands a lot.
Okay. Well, overall, you got the job done. I just think that if you had gone slowly through the success acronym, you had a simple story. I'm a little fuzzy about this overweight movement and how big and bad it is. I didn't get much of a documentation on it. Your statistics could have been made more credible by citing more of them and their dates. It was concrete enough. There was nothing abstract. The emotions could have been more in this. More of your passion and your feeling. And we definitely needed more stories. Other than that, you did a good job. Thank you. Okay, I believe our work is done, right? Right. Thank you, everyone. Give yourself a round of applause. Yay! Okay. And thank you for doing that and timing. That's a big pile, huh?
Can I use your stapler?
Yeah, just don't steal it. Boy, this is a stick, huh? Sticky stick, speaker's thin. And you got you got them in the right. You're welcome. You're welcome. Bye. Oh.
Thank you, Professor.
You're welcome. Bye.
Yeah, they're right there. They're totally behind us. Where Nelly is. Thank you very much. Right there.
Oh, okay. I thought you
We're
said
not
don't
having
turn
class
the
on
so I was
Wednesday,
like,
right? That's me.
No class on Wednesday.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Professor.
You're welcome. Thank you for being such a good timer. That was great.
I'm glad I got to sharpen my skills.
Yeah, that was good.
your stapler?
Yeah, don't steal it.
Which pile does the analysis paper and the sticky?
Oh, you're killing me. Why are you turning it in so late?
Well, I came in late.
Okay, just a minute. Let me put away the persuasive speeches. Okay, roll. Where's the roll sheet? There it is. I love it. Roll sheet. ROLE. Killing me. Okay, study buddy sheet. Where's the study buddy folder? She's got it down here. Oh, is this it?
Yeah, let's send
Okay. And which are you giving me? Sticky?
Yeah, sticky and the speech analysis.
Okay, give me sticky.
Sticky. The speech analysis.
Speech analysis? Yeah, okay, good. Who'd you do? Michael McFall.
Yeah.
How was he?
He was great.
Was he good?
Yeah, he was on the
Did you find any faults in his delivery?
Not really. Did you see him?
I didn't see him. I saw Rojas.
Oh, how was he?
He's good. I have him as a teacher, so it's
Yeah,
kind
me
of
too.
weird.
I'm taking. Oh, yeah, you're taking the econ one.
Yeah, so yeah, in that class. So it's kind of weird seeing him talk about his life. I guess it's like
You don't see that side of professors.
exactly. So Professor, I was gonna ask
Can
you.
you do me a favor? Hold this open.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold this open so I can get it all in there.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't think it's gonna make it.
Yeah, well.
Okay, here's the one.
So
Yes.
I didn't realize until like last night on the prompt for the sticky quiz that we had to revise our movie speech. So I found out at like 2 a.m. So I decided to like get my 2 hours of sleep.
Yeah, well, that was in the model sample I gave in the instruction sheet. It was
I
attached
was late
to
to
it.
class because I honestly, when you went over the prompt for that assignment, I wasn't in class that morning. So,
Yeah.
Can I email to you tonight or today or?
Yeah, I guess so.
But
Yeah.
the rest is there. So.
Yeah. Okay. Make it a point to let me know that it's missing.
Well,
Yeah.
alright. Thank you for the quarters.
You're welcome. Bye. Bye.